it's Miss Becky. We are doing our first e-learning today, and Miss Becky and Miss Vanessa have some really fun things for you. So Miss Becky is going to read you guys a book, and Miss Vanessa has an activity for you guys to do. And the book we're going to read is The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who went out into the big world to build their homes and seek their fortunes. The first little pig did not like to work at all. He quickly built himself a house of straw. Then off he danced down the road to see how his brothers were getting along. And as he danced, he sang, "I built my house of straw, I built my house of hay. I toot my flute, I don't give a hoot, and play around all day." The second little pig was building himself a house too. He did not like to work any better than his brother, so he had decided to build a quick and easy house of sticks. Soon it was finished too. It was not a very strong little house, but at least the work was done. Now the second little pig was free to do what he liked. What he liked to do was play his fiddle and dance. So while the first little pig tooted his flute, the second little pig sawed away on his fiddle, dancing as he played. And as he danced he sang, "I built my house of stick, I built my house of twigs. With a hey diddle diddle, I play on my fiddle and dance all kinds of jigs." Then off danced the two little pigs down the road together to see how their brother was getting along. The third little pig was a sober little pig. He was building a house too, but he was building his of brick. He did not mind hard work. He wanted a stout little, strong little house, for he knew that in the woods nearby lived a big bad wolf who liked nothing better than to catch little pigs. So slap, slosh, slap, away he worked, laying bricks and smoothing mortar between them. "Ha, ha, ha," laughed the first little pig when he saw his brother hard at work. "Ho, ho, ho," laughed the second little pig. "Come down and play with us," he called. But the busy little pig did not pause. Slap, slosh, slap went the bricks on the mortar as he called down to them. "I build my house of stone, I build my house of brick. I have no chance to sing and dance, for work and play don't mix." "Ho, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha," laughed the two lazy little pigs, dancing along to the tune of their fiddle and their flute. "You can laugh and dance and sing," their busy brother called after them, "but I'll be safe and you'll be sorry when the wolf comes to your door." "Ha, ha, ha, ho, ho, ho," laughed the two little pigs again, and they disappeared into the woods, singing a merry tune. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra la 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 la. Just as the first pig reached his door, out of the woods popped the big bad wolf. The little pig squealed with fright and slammed his door. Little pig, let me come in," cried the wolf. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," roared the wolf. And he did. He blew the little straw house all to pieces. Away raced the little pig to his brother's house of stick. No sooner was he in the door when a knock, knock, knock. There was a big bad wolf. But of course the little pig would not let him in. "I'll fool those little pigs," chuckled the big bad wolf to himself. Then he said out loud, "Those little pigs are too smart for me. I'm going home." He started off towards the deep woods, but he did not go far. He hid behind a big tree. Soon the door opened and the two little pigs peeked out. There was no wolf in sight. "Ha, ha, ha, ho, ho, ho," laughed the two little pigs. "We fooled him." Then they danced around the room singing gaily, "Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la. Soon there came another knock at the door. It was the big bad wolf again, but he had covered himself with sheepskin and was curled up in a big basket looking like a little lamb. Who's there? Called the second little pig. I'm a poor little sheep with no place to sleep. Please open the door and let me in, said the big bad wolf in a sweet little voice. The little pig peeked through a crack in his door, and he could see the wolf's big black paws and large sharp fangs. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You can't fool us with that sheepskin, said the second little pig. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, cried the angry old wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, and he blew the little twig house all to pieces. Away raced the two little pigs straight to the third little pig's house of brick. Don't worry, said the third little pig to his two frightened little brothers. You are safe here. Soon they were all singing gaily. This made the big bad wolf perfectly furious. Now, by the half of the hair on my chinny chin chin, he roared, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So the big bad wolf huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but he could not blow the little house of brick. How could he get in? At last he thought of the chimney. So up he climbed quietly. Then with a snarl, down he jumped, right into a kettle of boiling water. With a yelp of pain, he sprang straight up the chimney again and raced away from the little house as fast as he could go. The three little pigs spent their time in the strong little brick house, singing and dancing merrily, and the big bad wolf never came back again. Okay, boys and girls, now Miss Vanessa is going to come up and tell us about our activity.
Hello, boys and girls. So for today's activity, you get to be creative. You can draw or create one of your very own of the three little pigs' house. For straw, you can use straws that you have around the house. For the twigs, you can use popsicle sticks or anything else that you have. And for the bricks, you can use Legos or blocks. Feel free to take a picture or draw or even bring it to class to show us. We look forward to seeing what you have.